Hey guys, I'm Lizzie and this is Lizzie Reads and welcome to my August wrap up. I'm getting on this one quite quickly and I'm going to try and get it out there. I'm going on holiday next week, so I'm going to try and do lots of videos before I go. So yeah, I'm just going to get straight into it because I'll end up chatting for ages. I haven't filmed in a while. It's been a bit weird, a bit sporadic, but we'll see. Right, so first of all, in August, on the 1st of August, I finished Thunderhead by Neal Shusterman. It is the second in the Arc of a Scythe series. This is the last book that's out, but there is more to come. I'm very, very, very excited about the series. It's so interesting. It's basically in a world where the future, where immortality has been achieved, is kind of dystopian, sci-fi, that sort of thing. And the only way a person can die is if the scythes kill them. They glean them to keep population control at a reasonable level. And it's a YA novel about Citra and Rowan, and this is the second, so I won't say too much about it. But it is interesting, it's engaging, it's well developed. There's so many different fragments to the plot, and I really enjoyed it. I read this right at the beginning. Well, I finished it at the beginning of the month. I read it mostly last month, well, 2 months ago. But actually, I adored it. I can't wait for it. It's still quite vivid in my mind, so I think that's quite high praise. Then I think a lot of these are actually in my Booktubeathon wrap up, which I'll link down below, and where I go into my sort of Booktubeathon, how that worked out for me. But I will still talk about these here because my thoughts might change, and my thoughts have changed on Snap by Belinda Bauer. This is an interesting crime novel, been put on the Man Booker long list, and it is about a young boy called Jack and his his two sisters. They're in a car with their mum on the motorway, and they break down, and he says, his mum says to them, wait here, I'll be back, and she never comes back, and then they find out that she's been murdered. And this is then their father leaves, then their father leaves because his grief has overcome them, and they are young children living on their own, and they manage to go undetected for quite some time. I was really sucked into this novel, really sucked into it. I really enjoyed it. I don't know what it was about it, but at the time I think I'd had a bit of a slumpy bit of a time, and it really appealed to me when I read it. And then I was thinking about it some more. I decided to watch some reviews on it to like hear other people's thoughts. Now, I heard quite a few negative reviews, and I'll link them down below. But I don't know if they changed my opinion, but they sort of made me think of some of the things that I sort of ignored while reading. And I know that it wasn't the best, and some of it was very 2D, very cardboard cutouts, and some of it was quite nonsensical. But for some reason, I think it just really clicked at the time. But I got it from the library, so I don't own it. I won't be reading it again, and I think some people will like it and enjoy it, so I suppose that's not too bad. Was I fuzzy just then? I think I was fuzzy. It's fine, it's fine. Next, also in Booktubeathon, I read The Bad Beginning, a series of unfortunate events by Lemony Snicket, the first of 13 children's novellas, and this is about the Beauvilliers, I don't know. It's not even Beauvilliers, it's Baudelaire. Anyway, it's about these children who are orphaned very early on in the first novel, and they are made to live with Count Olaf, and he's a nasty man, and some very unfortunate things happen to them, and it's very sad. And it was good picking this up after not enjoying it as a child. So yeah, I really enjoyed this, and I think I might read the next ones while I'm away on my holidays. Sorry about that, I had some laptop trouble, it died. silly me. But next I read a few picture books, and that really bumped my book goal up for this month, which is nice. And I've got a few little clips to show you of them. And I read The Antlered Ship by Dashka Slater. And I think it's about a little fox. I think it was a fox. He was a cute little fox, I think. And he wanted to explore the world and find out some lovely little answers. And it was really sweet. I really enjoyed it. It was a lovely picture book. I read it in e-picture book format, which was really cool. But yeah, I'll show you that in a clip. I chat about that then. Although I was shocked to find that this was a picture book and not a novel, when I opened this up, I was actually really pleasantly surprised. The artwork is really lovely. Sorry, I know the lines on my computer is really annoying. And it's a really sweet story. I'll just show you some because I won't be able to do it while I'm actually filming. Flick through the first look. This is beautiful. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Next I read Fantastically Great Women Who Changed the World by Kate Pankhurst, which is Emmeline Pankhurst's great-great-granddaughter, I believe. And this was really interesting about some lovely women, wonderful, strong women. It's very similar to Goodnight Stories for Rebel Girls, but much smaller and lower key level. And the information I found, some of it I didn't really know at all, but I quite enjoyed that. I liked that. This is the front cover. Then you like press the arrows, slide along, and it's got Jane Austen, Gertrude Edel, I think, Coco Chanel, Frida Kahlo, Marie Curie, Mary Anning, Mrs. Seagull, Amelia Earhart, Agent Fifi. I thought this one was really cool. And Sacagawea, which I think was really cool. Emmeline Pankhurst, Rosa Parks, and Anne Frank. But look at this, it's lovely. Like it's got like their like little quotes and like, well, not little quotes, or little morals, I guess. And obviously it's for kids, but I actually really like it. I thought it was really cool. And I really like the colours. I thought the colours are really distinct. Oh, sorry, pressing random buttons. I can't really see what I'm looking at. But yeah, I think it's really cool. Next, these were all in the same morning. I read The New Small Person by Lauren Child. And Lauren Child wrote the Charlie and Lola books. And I really liked those. I thought that they were good when I was younger, but this was really cute. I thought it was really sweet. It's the best one I read. It was about a young child getting a new sibling, and it was just so sweet. But yes, I'll add clips in wherever of what videos I've got. Then next I read The Upstairs Room by Kate Murray Brown. And this is another thriller. I've been reading a lot of thrillers recently because it's been thriller-a-thon, and also it's the summer. I like to read thrillers in the summer. Weird, I know, but it's something I do. And this was about a married couple with 2 children, and they move into a house, and they've been saving. They really were desperate to have a house in London, a doer-upper, and they're struggling for money. And this book is bizarre. It's really nicely written. The language and the description is really, really nice, but it's so bizarre. Like, at the end, nothing really happens. It's so silently creepy the whole way through, and at the end I just wanted there to be a bit more of a bang, bang, bang. Why am I being so weird? A bit more of a kapow moment, I guess. It just really built up, and then it went down. Like, it was so creepy and so scary the whole way through. Like, I was frightened in bed. That's how scared I was. But then, and there was so much comment on relationships and money and living in London. Like, there was so many themes throughout. It was so, like, felt like it was being rammed down my throat sometimes, which could be quite annoying. Next, I had a really good book that I listened to. Was called... Wait. Oh my god, I missed the book from ages ago. That's so shit. But it was The Rental Heart by Kirsty Logan. Yeah, as I was saying, The Rental Heart by Kirsty Logan. And there's not much I can actually say about this because it's short stories. Some of them are really good, some of them weren't so good. But yeah, on average, I pretty much enjoyed it, so I'm glad about that one. Next, like way after that, I read Why I'm No Longer Talking to White People About Race by Reni Eddo-Lodge, and this was amazing. She was so articulate. Every time I read a new book about race, there's always something more that I'm shocked by, or it makes me realise. There's always another layer, like I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, why? I thought that I was getting to sort of like a deeper understanding, and then there's more, and I think it's really useful for me to read those things to just be more self-aware and trying to be a better human. Yeah, but Reni Eddo-Lodge was amazing on the audiobook. I definitely recommend. Next, I read The Mysterious Affair at Styles, and I've talked about this in my Thriller-a-thon wrap-up, so I'll link that down below. I won't go on about this for too long, by Agatha Christie. It was my first Agatha Christie. I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty good. So, I'm gonna say this was good, and I'll read some more. I've got some more up there. But yeah, I'll definitely be coming back to this soon as I can. Well, not soon as I can. Yeah, there's not much about it. It's just a Poirot novel. Standard, pretty good. I also finally read Franklin's Flying Bookshop by Jen Campbell and illustrated by Katie Harnett. Isn't it beautiful? Franklin and Luna are cute, and the reading iconography was so enjoyable. Up there. And the last book I listened to was Pretty Girls by Karen Slaughter. This was amazing. I cannot sing my high hopes enough about it. I did speak about loads in the Thriller-a-thon wrap-up. But yeah, I really enjoyed that. I thought it was so good. So graphic and horrific. Really well written, really well pieced together. There was layer after layer after layer. I was like, fucking hell. Can it get any more gruesome? And it did, which was awful and enjoyable to read. Oh god, and interesting to read. That's probably the best word to put it. But yeah, I'm going to wrap up now because I've not got as much else to say. I don't want this to be years long. But thank you so much for watching. I'll speak to you in the comments if you want to chat. Please like, comment and subscribe.